Hello, my name is Braden, you're watching MotorBiscuit, and today we are celebrating. Why, you ask? Because two of the biggest automotive manufacturers on the planet are taking a stand against one of the most annoying things when it comes to shopping a car, both new or used, and that is price gouging. As they should. The two manufacturers that are taking a stand against price gouging are Ford and GM. Perhaps you've heard of them. Ford is making a point to try to put an end to massive markups at the dealership level, which is a fantastic thing because they have a slew of vehicles that are currently subject to them. When the Bronco first started getting deliveries to dealerships, some of them were selling for north of $100,000, which is absolutely crazy for a Ford Bronco. And this paints a really bad picture of Ford and their business handlings in general. After all, selling them with huge markups kind of takes them out of the hands of true loyal Ford enthusiasts and puts them in the hands of people that have the money to just throw around because they don't care about an extra $50,000. By doing this, they're pricing out some of their most loyal customers. Now, the biggest issue is that when people order a new Ford vehicle, they often don't sign a price agreement with the dealership. So the dealership can technically sell it at any price they want, and imagine you ordered yourself a new Ford Bronco and it showed up at the dealer and they said, well, here's the thing, you have to give us an extra $30,000 or we're not going to let you have it. Does that sound like the kind of dealership or even company that you want to do business with? No, of course not. Because of this, Ford North America Product Communications Director Mike Levine tweeted that if the dealership you're working with will not sign a price agreement when you order your vehicle, you should go to a different dealership. That's right. Ford executives are shooting their own dealers down for the scummy behavior, and we could not love it more. GM is also doing its part to end price gouging, except they're doing it in the second-hand level. The C8 Corvette Z06 is coming out soon and is going to be nothing short of a hot commodity. And one of the biggest markets of people who are going to be shopping for that C8 Corvette Z06 are the type of people who buy it just to immediately flip it for a profit on the second-hand market. But GM says none of that is going to be happening. For one, GM is offering a $5,000 reward to anyone who buys a C8 Corvette Z06 and keeps it for a year, which sounds absolutely crazy, but it is absolutely true. However, if you're familiar with the ridiculous markups that people pay for used cars, like we just talked about, $50,000 over MSRP at the dealership is also not uncommon to see in used cars, especially high-end stuff like Lamborghinis. We're looking at you, everybody paying $100,000 over MSRP for a used Lamborghini because you want it now. So if that $5,000 reward doesn't seem like enough of a preventative for those who are looking to flip C8 Z06s, perhaps the fact that certain warranties will not transfer to second owners will. There's no explicit breakdown on how long it has to wait before the vehicle is sold for the warranties to transfer over, but we're assuming it's probably the same year-long period, although we don't have any definitive answers on that at this point. What we can tell you is the C8 Z06 as well as the Cadillac Escalade V and a couple of other hot commodity GM products will have warranties that will not transfer over to a secondhand buyer, and that's going to prevent flippers from being able to find a buyer. Now, I know what you're thinking. If that's the case, GM's kind of shooting themselves in the foot because those flippers aren't going to buy brand new cars. Let's just say there's going to be no shortage of people interested in buying a C8 Z06 Corvette, so Chevy will have hundreds of thousands of other potential customers to just pluck from and give them the opportunity instead of these people trying to flip their cars. Overall, it's fantastic to see manufacturers working to fight against this type of price gouging behavior. Now we just need to take Ford's price gouging preventative measures and mix them with Chevy's price gouging preventative measures and create one perfect, epic wonder world of no price gouging and no markups and no people flipping cars for massive profits over MSRP, so that the people who want the cars can actually afford to buy them. After all, the Z06 already has a starting price over $100,000. I believe $106,000 is the base price for a Z06 coupe. They're already not that affordable, so to try and ask another $50,000 prices out a lot of people that may already be stretching a bit to afford a Corvette like that. We're happy to see something like this happening and hope that a lot of other manufacturers kind of adopt this mindset and prevent people from price gouging their desirable cars. For now though, thank you guys so much for tuning into MotorBiscuit. My name is Braden. If you want to read more detailed stuff about any of the things we discussed today, click the link in the description. It will take you to the article associated with this video. And while you're around the description area, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and leave us a like on this video. We're happy to have you here, and we will see you in the next video.